back to my channel, TMNJ. So, a couple hours ago I tried to astral travel. So, I failed, mind you. But I didn't really fail, no. I got a much more interesting experience. It was like I was having a dream, but more like a vision. I was having a vision, actually. And my subconscious was showing me something. And so yeah, sometimes when you try to astral travel, hold on, so let me lower this volume, because this shit is way too high. That's better. So sometimes when you're trying to acquire something, you get something else that's unexpected but needed for you, literally. So for me, again, I wanted to astral travel. I didn't get to, but I got a better experience regardless. Something I needed to know. So let me tell you guys something about myself real quick. Some odd reason, I have everything towards relationships. Always for some odd reason. I don't know why. I guess because my relationship with my mother and my family in general. So I have this odd feeling, especially toward me and my inner child, of this thing, especially my inner child, that's like, it's like a craving sometimes. Literally, I won't deny, it's like a craving at times. And I just was like, interesting. I found that very interesting. And so things, I guess, weren't working out. As I wanted them to work out with that. So like you notice at times when when it comes to something, right? Whether it be a game or a job or whatever the hell, even a relationship, that you'll notice yourself kind of waning on things. And why? It's because it's like you'll think of things as, okay, I'm not doing good in this, so I'll go back to what I was used to, right? We'll go back to bullshit. No, don't do that. And we humans, we do this thing toward doing it so much. We do it a lot, actually. Where we'll be like, we're not doing any good at this, so we'll go back to this. Because we doubt our potential towards getting better, right? So with me, I had a thing where I was like, I had never gotten with a woman who was not damaged or traumatized intentionally to a certain degree. Ever. Never gotten with a woman like that. So it's kind of odd to me when I find myself drawn towards someone who is very attractive and is maybe the individual is damaged to a certain degree, but the energy I sense, because again, your energy speaks more volumes than your actual image in general. Literally, the energy tells more truth than your words and actions, which is literally the truth. Yeah, when it comes down to it, I looked at it like, oh, I like this one, right? But then, I guess I was like, I'm not getting the experience I expected to acquire, right? To come across. And then it's also the concept of, hey, patience is a high concept, and also the concept of divine timing. Everything comes with a time. Everything. So this vision I was being shown, it was like, it was odd, mind you, because the vision was like, think about like going to a psychic, right? And asking the psychic, okay, what happens if I talk to this person? It's like going to, it's like not even, no. It's like a game. Think about it like a game, right? And there's two crossroads, and you see the old hermit in the middle of the road, right? And he says, where would you like to go? This way or that way? And if you go this way, this happens. If you go that way, this happens, right? When I asked my subconscious, I basically, what happens if I talk to her? Basically, right? Like it was literally like a vision. I was being shown like what happens if I talk to her. And I heard my guide saying McCallum, like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't mean the cast, but like, what the hell are you doing? Like, but that's literally what they said. Like screaming at me. And I was like, what? And they're like, that's horrible for you. But it was like, within the vision, it was like, I just didn't care. Because I wasn't trying to go through some sort of heartbreak or failure. Or rather, the concept of, usually, as you'd say when I'm talking to traumatized or not as healed individuals, not as powerful individuals compared to myself, I can get them, quote unquote, right? Compared easier, a lot easier than an individual who isn't healed, who is healed to a certain degree, right? And my subconscious was showing me, it was in the form of a woman. It was showing a woman with glasses actually, and it was like she was showing, it's like she was my subconscious, and she was showing me that, hey, okay, this is what happens when, because I was being because of my ex, my twin flame, that she'd texted me in the vision, and what'd she do? She asked if she could, like, if we could communicate more. I don't even know how she texted me. I don't even know what form of social media she texted me on. Text messages or something? I don't recall. But no. I think I do recall. It was through Instagram, and she was asking for my Twitter, which I don't know why. I mean, I guess she's blocked on my, I don't know. That's all. But still, she was asking for my Twitter. Mind you, she's blocked on everything. Mind you. Now, when it came down to it, I was like, I'm in my mind looking. I'm thinking, this is the best idea. Like, why would I do this? What's the point in doing this, right? Like I already went through this mishap of, like, I'm thinking, why is she, like, we're like conversing and all, and I feel kind of uneasy with us conversing, given a lot of crap happened between us that she did towards me after I contacted her one time, from other times, which was happened a while ago. And I was looking like, well, the last time I contacted you, the last time we spoke on Twitter, or in general, you had some other individuals get my account suspended. So I don't fucking know about. I don't know about adding you back or not, or unblocking you, or telling you my stuff is, because I'm kind of wary about these things, right? And it was like something. It's like whenever you're making a decision, there's always the concept of your consciousness and your ego, as well as your guides and higher self speaking to you. You're consciously speaking, your guides and higher self will be speaking to you. You won't be really aware of it, but they'll be speaking to you at times. Some people are aware, some people aren't. People who aren't aware notice that they get this feeling that's like, I don't know if I should really do this. Like, that feels odd. And it's like a struggling sensation within, right? But the others who can hear their guides and higher self speaking to them, they're like, oh, okay, let me not fuck with them then, right? As well as the ego will be like, I guess I could take a chance, risk it, So your ego doesn't give a fuck about you, mind you. Keep that in mind. Your ego does not care about you at all. Understand that, right? So when it came down to things, I was like, my ego was saying, yeah, sure, like why not? Why not? And I paused and I was like, my guide was saying, like, no, like, you've gone through this before. You want to go through the same thing again? Do you want to go through the same literal occurrence you went through before? And I was like, no. And it was like showing me the exact thing that would happen. Like, you're going to lose everything you literally acquired. If you do this, she is going to deceive you. Do not go towards deception. You know what things are, you know what things aren't. Be true to yourself at all points in time. Always, right? Like, you may want to think the benefit of the doubt, but still, no. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I was being shown again, like, hey, I think, yeah, it's like the vision was questioning me that said, hey, why are you going back to her? Why are you going consciously back to her right now? Or subconsciously back to her? Before I even tried astral traveling, I, what happened? I was thinking about her for some odd reason. I had a dream about her the night before, actually. No, last night, more so to say. When I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, like I was telling a friend I remember the dream, and I was like, oh, okay, crap. And they were like, don't, come on now. And see, this is a message that I want to say to all of you. Again, do not go back to things that you're used to, just because you think you don't think you're going to get anywhere. Keep on going, moving forward. Everything's going to be a challenge, no matter what. No matter what, everything's going to be a challenge in this lifetime of yours, in this human experience. All you have to do is continue to push forward. No matter if you aren't driving right now, no matter if you don't have the things that you desire or crave, no matter what, keep moving forward. Literally. Don't go towards setbacks. Don't go towards individuals that you used to mess with because you don't think you're going to acquire anything better. Keep moving forward. That's what I learned from the vision. It was saying basically keep moving, stop going towards what you used to. When it came down to me talking to other women, I noticed that I'd go even towards spiritualists. I went towards individuals who were damaged and traumatized to a certain degree, while I was like very healed. And it was like, hey, keep moving forward. Like, why are you going back to something that, well, you're used to? But then again, right, sometimes it feels odd when we find something that we're not used to. So sometimes I feel like we're self-sabotaging ourselves, right? Self-sabotage is a huge concept when it comes down to things that are new to us, very new to us, and unorthodox to us in concept and conception of, hey, I'm not used to dealing with this. I'm not used to not having someone to fix or aid in healing, right? So, continuing further, I was shown two things. One, I was shown the concept of when we were communicating, I was about to give her my Twitter, but then I paused and was like, no. And then I was shown the concept of something else. What was it? It was a concept of women in general, and taking time on things. Because again, the best things come when you're patient and you're waiting. Even when at times you feel like you're rushing or being impatient, sometimes all that overthinking and all can lead to being patient with oneself, learning, right? Sometimes I think what I'll say to you guys is sometimes the best way is to be patient. Do other things in the meantime. Don't think about things. No, just continue to be positive and manifest amazing, beautiful things. Literally. It works wonders. Literal wonders. You can read. I have a Kundalini book right here. You can read. Oh wait, you can read. I don't think you guys can read that. That looks like Indian. But it says evolution in this lifetime, Kundalini and the chakras. Draw, journal, game, do something positive, meaningful, jog. Go work out, yoga, do exercise, do all these different meaningful things whilst you're in the process of, well, waiting, being patient, because divine timing is a concept. Some things just don't happen. Like, I'm not gonna snap my fingers because it hurts my ears, frequency and all, it's too loud. Yeah, I have very sensitive ears towards sound. But yeah, so when it comes down to it, divine timing and patience is a high concept towards gaining the best, most important things. literally. I was at a crossroads within myself because I looked at it like, this isn't working, that's not working now. Maybe I'll just go back to the BS. And I guess my higher self went like, yeah, if I was trying to leave my body, my higher self, my guides were looking at me like, no, what are you doing? Don't do that. Don't try to go back to something old, something that you already experienced and had some sort of horrible experience with. You know what you're trying to accomplish. Wait. Just wait. That's all you gotta do, right? I know it's hard. No, they know it's hard. Your guide and I self, trust me, even me, as much as I tell you guys to be towards divine timing, patience, right? I know it's difficult. I'm not gonna say it's easy. Nothing's easy. It comes down to it. When you're trying to learn a new game, when you're trying to play the new COD, new Battlefield, Tekken, any sort of fighting game, then whatever new thing you're trying to do, right? You're trying to get to a new weight, new body mass. You're trying to impress someone. Nothing is easy. Mind you, I would not recommend you guys try to impress someone, because impressing someone, you should be trying to impress yourself, no one else but yourself. Understand that, okay? Because you're the main character in your story. Don't try to please impress anyone but you. Even if it's a pretty girl, don't try to impress her at all. You don't need to. Because why? Because again, one, you're trying to impress her so badly, quote unquote. What are you gaining from it? Because what if she just looks at you and says, it's okay, whatever. And she doesn't care at all. What are you gonna do then? You're gonna feel very low vibration, right? Like, damn. You don't want that feeling. Come on now. But you'll learn from it. But in general though, no, it was showing me that, hey, the best women, the best things, the best, most amazing concepts, factors happen when you are patient. And oh my God, my arms are like so hard. The best things happen when you're waiting. Keeping positive at that, mind you. I know it's hard. I know it is. I'm struggling myself. Even as a spiritual teacher, as an individual who's an advisor, I know it's hard to do. I struggle to do it myself, because I'm just like, it's not that I want, it's not a craving, but it's like the inner child in me, part of me is just upset. Like, damn, like, am I not good enough? You know, those feelings, those emotions that come about. It's the concept of negating those feelings, those thoughts, those factors within you, and being like, no, you're good enough. You are. But when it comes down to meeting people, everything takes time. Everything will always take time. You meet people in a variety of different ways. The best people in odd ways at times. Everything takes time. All that goes into it is, are you willing to wait? That's my question to myself and to you guys. And the answer to my question is, yes, I am willing to wait. I am. But you guys are willing to wait for the best things to happen to you. Are you? But yeah, that was my experience. I was being shown a lot of images in this vision of the future and all towards my subconscious. Because your subconscious will literally, when it comes to vision, your subconscious will show you sometimes your subconscious shows you things, sometimes you're seeing things that are going to happen in the further future. Sorry about that. In the further future, your subconscious will show you things that it's like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, come on now, you know better. You know better than that. My subconscious literally looked at me like, what are you doing? You know better than that. You know way better than that. You can do a lot better. Don't doubt yourself. Don't worry about things. Don't look down upon yourself. Look higher. Soar up. Actually, I think. All right, so it's something I haven't done. I thought about. This came to mind. I want to do a tarot reading for you guys. So I just got up going to be a first time doing this, so bear with me. Well, let me turn out this light. That's better. Alright, so I usually use my stand and all, but things can't be helped, can they? Alright. So I'm gonna use my yoga, wisdom, nature, and soul tarot deck, my oracle deck, more so to say. This oracle deck goes with your shadow. I'm going to draw one card, and I'll go towards the divine, channel the divine to aid me. Alright, collective, please aid me in doing this card reading for my subscribers, please. What they need to know, with all they need to know. Please let them know what they must know for let's see, the upcoming week. Thank you. Alright, gonna set a candle on as well to aid me in this. Usually when people do these things, they set candles on. You may not see it, but that's literally what they do to aid them in protection. Alright, let us do this. So, usually people, have their channels up, and, oh man. Alright. It's gonna be a first time for me, so please bear with me. Something you guys must know, work on, whatever the hell, let's see, for the next week. But understand at times visions feel like dreams, okay? So if you are having a vision, sometimes you won't know or won't realize it because it feels like a dream, but you can tell. How can you tell, you may ask? It's because visions are very incredibly real, and it feels like you're being questioned, literally, or you are being questioned. You'll literally think of something and it'll feel incredibly real. Whereas a dream, sometimes it'll feel real, but you'll know you're in a dream. Visions and dreams are very distinct towards being apart from each other. Same towards astral traveling. Astral traveling feels like a dream at times. You can tell it is real based on the concept of things switching up every now and then. In a dream, you can only be in first person or third person point of view. In astral traveling, you can only be in third person. You can switch between third person and first person point of view. Visions are like crossroads in a sense sometimes, where you'll just be seeing a lot of images and you'll be asking your subconscious and everything will be asking you questions. You'll be asking questions and you'll be given answers in the visions towards things. That's what I did in my visions. I was asking questions, basically. Alright, one card, one aside, go towards Swan, Beauty. Alright. So, before I look at the book, the sensation I get from this card is that you guys should be going towards more of your inner beauty.
more of your inner femininity, your feminine, not your masculine, and to know that you're all beautiful, all of you, that you're amazing, that you're wonderful individuals, and no one can tell you you're not. That you are the sexiest, most beautiful, most perfect people. And no matter who tells you what, to keep yourself up at all times, just to work on maybe your self-esteem, maybe the way you look at yourself. Most definitely, look at the way you look at yourself. Go towards the way you look at yourself, and work on that. Your self-image towards your own being. Don't go towards the way others look at you, but go towards how do you feel about yourself, about your own image, about your own appearance, about your own looks. Literally, you're beautiful. No matter what any guy or girl tells you, you are a beautiful individual at all times. You are. You may make mistakes. You may get acne. You may burn yourself, whatever the fuck. All these different things may happen to you. You may get a rash. You may break. So many different things can happen, right? You may even get into a car accident that messes up your entire face. Understand, you're beautiful regardless of all these things, of all these occurrences that have happened to you. Literally, you're beautiful regardless. And a person will truly love you regardless of whatever appearance you may have. Damn. Okay. Our advice was for me. Yes, a person will truly love you regardless of what appearance you may have. Regardless of your teeth, regardless of your hair, regardless of your hairline, regardless of the way you speak, regardless of the way you talk, regardless of your accent, regardless of a variety of things. Even if you're not the brightest individual, a person truly loves you, will love you and care for you in the most best ways. Especially, they'll see the beauty within that you may not show to others, or may not even know yourself. They'll see the true beauty, that spark of light, spark of just divination, and they'll be drawn to it, and they'll love you for it. They'll love you for every aspect of yourself, because it is the true beauty of your being, of your entity. Now, define swan. This may take some time to understand that, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to read what swan is, the message, and the practice to you guys, okay? It should not take long. That's all. Alright, let's see. I feel like I skipped over it. Alright. Swan, beauty. The elegant swan is a messenger of embodied grace. Majestic birds glide with ease and beauty, and are often thought of as having a magical quality. The invitation to recognize and realize the true inner beauty that lies within. Swan poses a graceful hip opener and a surrender of the heart. Through opening the hips and the water element of the physical body, we align with the aquatic nature of swan for our own nurturing, acceptance. When we add the heart opening, we invite the self-love aspect to arise. All of these qualities become powerful healers for the self. Message floats the message of awakening to grace and beauty. This totem reminds us of the importance of honoring our own inner beauty. You see those qualities in others and not in yourself. If you neglected self-care, Swan is calling you to make yourself a priority for all the right reasons. Seeing the value and inner beauty of yourself in the world allow you to create more value and beauty out in the world. Taking time to reconnect to your emotional self, you may discover some hidden gems and magical abilities that have gone dormant. This part of you provides important information on how to glide through the waters of life with ease. Practice. Self-care practices are vital to our well-being. Make a date with water, whether that is through bathing, swimming, or spa. You can take a long soak in a bath or a shower, giving yourself time to connect to the water. You may even find a place in nature to gaze at water like a lake or the beach. Choose one of these connections to water. Choose one of these connections to water that feel wonderful for you. See any choice as a gift to yourself to honor the beauty of water within. All right. Well, that was for you guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Collective, for allowing me this reading. Appreciate it. Love you guys immensely. So I gotta do my ritual when I close this thing. Oh, close. I did it improperly. But yes, that is the reading for you guys. The one card reading. Now I will be doing more tarot readings on my page. I'll be doing, again, I said I'd be doing a lot of things because I don't like to just do one thing. So I will be getting into astrology on here. I will be shedding some astrology facts where I do get more into astrology. Some tarot, not some tarot, but a lot of things. Tarot, astral traveling, I learned astral projection. I'm shedding a lot of things, teaching, shedding a lot of concepts towards you guys, okay? Yes, that was my vision. That was the tarot reading. And I love you guys immensely. Always. Alright. So that being said, my name is Taras. My channel is TMNJ. Like and subscribe. Jane.